Um, just gonna have a look here. Hi to Helam. Hi Meow Gang, Jules Can, Fofi White. Hope you're all doing well. Um, it is, I don't even know, Wednesday night. I have a sore on my nose. Just been watching an amazing live with Voices for Victoria, Emily, speaking about the politics and everything that's happened in the last little bit. Obviously, some big things happened last night. So there was a vote done for no confidence, which didn't go through. Still a good thing to have a vote like that go up in front of Parliament, to have Dan Andrews squirm. Still a chance that he'll end up getting taken out of the party. It's just the next stuff up, or the next thing that happens. Um, so yeah, I also think that they did the 5K rule. Now it didn't get wiped out, but I have a feeling the 5K rule might go on Sunday. A big feeling that that's going to go. The only one that's sort of sitting there and is not going to go anywhere at the moment is the mask mandate. It will be interesting to see which businesses they say can open. I'm just trying to think of the other one that went up before the omnibus bill, the biggest one. So the omnibus bill got passed, but they took away the speculative one, the big one earlier on, from all the people power of asking questions and wanting to get it scrapped. They scrapped the one which was the preemptive detention, so they could detain people for thinking that they may be a risk of COVID-19. It's like a thought crime. Like we think he might do this, we think that might happen, so we can go and take them. That would have picked up all the conspiracy theorist people. I was going to change my page to a home and garden page because I could see them coming already, and I'm still concerned because the legislation's a little bit like open-ended with who the PSOs that can do their jobs. It does say you have to have particular skill sets now to be these PSOs, so there's no concern about just random Joe Blows coming in. But it's still not perfect, but it's better than it was. I can't stop looking at this thing. So yeah, that's the ones that got passed through last night. I've put up a post on my Instagram today about schools. So they're stopping kids from singing, doing woodwind instruments. They can't have assemblies or sing the national anthem. Those things are disgusting. So I've put together a petition, made it myself. I've spoken to the Board of Education and spoken to my local MP, and we're going to get this put through. It's not a parliamentary petition, but if we get enough people to sign it and send it off, then we can get some action taken on it. So I've put it out there. It's already had, I think, about 500 signatures in about an hour and a half, which is really fantastic. I want thousands. I want thousands and thousands of signatures because I don't think kids should be stopped from singing. I don't think they should be stopped from doing woodwind. They shouldn't be stopped from any of that stuff. It's just ridiculous. It's just taking away freedoms and making people comply, and it's indoctrination. And so I went and looked at a school around the corner from me, and I saw all the signs on the school fence saying, make sure you do social distancing, not too many people at one time. Everyone needs to leave at certain time frames every 10 minutes or so. And that's to keep the parents away from talking to each other. You don't want people talking when all this stuff's going on. 5K rule, it's all to stop people talking. So they're delaying. They are. And the election's got a lot to do with it. Once the American election happens, they'll know where they want to go. So it's always been delaying, pushing towards November. I also want to get teachers to speak up. So I'm looking for any teachers that are willing to speak up. I want them to come out and say, what's happening in our schools is not right, and let's get it overturned. If they have to strike, the kids have missed most of the year anyway. I would strike to say we want the kids looked after. They need to be able to sing. They need to be able to do woodwind. I know it sounds small, but these are our youngest kids. So we need to allow them to do it. So we need to move on, and we need to be able to do these things. So we need to talk. We need teachers to step up and talk. Don't just do what you're told. Another one I heard was about teachers that supposedly had to sign something off. So if a kid came to school and they were sick, they get put in PPE equipment and put in a separate room, and they get taken away to get a vaccination done or whatever, a flu vaccination. And I read that just 5 minutes ago, so that's breaking. So I'm going to chase that up and see. But we're going to step in. If anything like this happens, it's all about human rights, and that's what I'm dedicated to now. I was just thinking today, it's now been 6 months since I quit my job, and I've never been busier with all this stuff that's going on. The last one I've got is I also put up a petition. It's what we call an e-affidavit, so you can sign it online. It still can be used in court. We've got over 10,000 signatures on this one. It's an e-affidavit of hardship. So we want to know who's had hardship from this lockdown. Now, it's pretty much everyone now in Victoria. So whether you've lost your job, there's been family violence, children are suffering, whoever's suffering, we want you to fill out this e-affidavit. All you have to do is put your phone number and your email address, write it up, and then they're going to actually make a book about it. So I've got Sanjeev and the guys, we're going to write a book about lockdown in Victoria and how it's affected everyone. It's going to be historical. It's going to be something we look back on in 10 years, 15, 20 years and say, remember 2020, and here's what it did to everyone. So for that one, your name doesn't get put there. So the links are all on my Instagram. So if you go to Matt Lawson Photography on Instagram, if you don't have Instagram, just sign up. Sign to the app. You can make a profile and not put any photos up, and you can get all these links. It's on my Linktree as well. I just can't put Linktree onto my YouTube account. Okay, I've got to run. I'm going over onto Instagram. I've got Millie coming on, Millie Fontana. She's coming on to speak about media. So she's worked with the media and had a lot of time around it. So she's coming on to speak to us about the media and what they do and how they manipulate us through propaganda and all those things. So that's what I'm about to do now. Hopefully you guys can get across there and watch, because it's going to be a really good insight into what they do and how they make us think through propaganda. They put us into fear and they manipulate us, and they do it in a lead up to something. They don't always do it right at the time. They lead up to what they want to get out of us, and it's done with the governments as well. So I'm going to run. Peace.